you can't have it your own way every year. We were very, lucky enough to have a great run to the final and win it last year. But every year's different. This year, disappointed to end up in the Europa League at first, but the more we've been involved in it, the more we've grown to love it. We've wanted to progress. You get closer to the final and you obviously want to be here. And when you actually here, and like we landed earlier today, you realise that it's a final and it's a huge European final. So not at all. We're very much looking forward to the game and we want to win it. To say that we've won it, simple as that.
Any season when you reach the European final and you win it, have to be considered as a successful one. Obviously, this is a massive game tomorrow for the whole football club. We would like to make the history by winning the game tomorrow, and nothing, by making a history, you always remember the season as a successful one.
We're used to things happening at this club mid-season and changes along the way. What's important is where you get to at the end of it. Have certain tough times in all seasons, I think. And at the minute, we're very lucky to be in a position where it seems like we've qualified for the Champions League next year. We're fourth at least. We want third in the Premier League. And we're sitting here before a big final. So obviously it will be defined in terms of the success of the season by how we get on tomorrow. But we're ready for it. So no, I don't think we've overachieved. I think we've got a good squad. And we want to achieve tomorrow by winning.
Now, Ian, it's a huge game tonight, but let's start with Frank Lampard's future. What's the latest you can tell us?
Well, there are reports that Lampard has agreed a new one-year deal. I've been speaking to Chelsea about that this morning. They have declined to comment. Frank Lampard, when he spoke at the press conference ahead of the Europa League final, said that he didn't know what the future held for him, and he also said that he was focusing on the match. It's my understanding, though, that there has been no date set over the summer for talking about or reviewing contracts. So in terms of where we are, we're exactly where we were sort of 24 hours ago. Chelsea refusing to comment on speculation that Lampard has agreed a new deal.
OK, so that's Frank Lampard. And there's no Eden Hazard for Chelsea tonight, but what can you tell us about John Terry?
Well, it's very much a sort of wait-and-see situation. Certainly, John Terry is doubtful for this evening's match. Remember, he picked up an ankle injury at Aston Villa at the weekend, had to be stretchered off the field at Villa Park. He did join the rest of the squad at the training session at the Amsterdam Arena last night, but he was only there for a short period of time. He didn't do the whole session. He, of course, will be desperate to play. Remember that he missed the Champions League final 12 months ago. He was suspended for that. The prospect of missing 2 European finals in the space of 12 months will be something that John Terry will certainly wish to avoid.
Speaking of the Champions League final, how does the European final compare to last year's for Chelsea?
Well, when you talk to the Chelsea players, when you talk to people behind the scenes at Chelsea, they very much want to be part and parcel of the Champions League. That is where the club wants to be. Financially, that is where the club needs to be. But having gone into the Europa League, initially there was a certain amount of disappointment, but they've warmed to it. Frank Lampard said that they've grown to love it. Petr Cech, when he was asked about it in the sort of pre-match press conference, said that any season you get to a European final and you win it, it's a successful season. Juan Mata has also been speaking about getting to the final of the Europa League, and he says that the players want to win it for Rafa Benitez.
It will be very nice for him, winning the trophy and winning the Europa League. For him and for everyone. Talking about him, I feel really proud of being working with him. I think he's a very good manager. He's trying his best, and it will be really nice to win that trophy like a big gift for him. We know that we are facing a team like Benfica, which is a top side. They have a very good players. They deserve to be in the final, and it's going to be great. I mean, it's a big venue in Amsterdam, a nice stadium. My friends and my family, I think they're going to be there, so it's a special feeling to play the finals.
The views of Juan Mata there. Now, there are estimates of around about 12,000 Chelsea fans making their way from the UK to Amsterdam. The club received an allocation of just under 10,000. A reminder that for those who haven't got tickets, there is no fans park in the centre of Amsterdam. There is no big screen on which to watch the match. But some fans, most fans I guess, are probably on their way already. We caught up with some who left London in the early hours of this morning. Here's what they've been saying about the Europa League final.
After Munich last year, this is a little bit easier, but yeah, I'm excited now. Got the news about a week ago about the tickets. Wasn't really excited about the UEFA Cup beforehand, but now I'm actually going. The excitement's built up and really looking forward to it.
We're going to bring back the silverware. Ain't as good as the Champions League final, but it's almost as good as it's Chelsea, isn't it?
I think we're going to win it, but it'll be close though. No, we're missing Hazard, we're going to struggle a bit, I think. But if Frank Lampard plays, I think we've got a good chance there.
Rafa Benitez will leave on Sunday. Hopefully we'll have delivered a cup and a top four finish. What would that mean for Chelsea fans?
Not a lot. Don't think there's not many fans that will actually support him. It's personally, I think it's the players that have done it rather than him.
A grey, overcast day here in Amsterdam. The Chelsea players will be based here at their hotel in the centre of the city until around about 5:30 before making their way up to the stadium. That's 5:30 your time.